Welcome back to Farm Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. I'm back on Lincoln County, or Lincoln Creek, I think it is actually. Let's see what we got going here. Need to find... Is that what I'm looking for? I need to find... Whoa! Uh-oh, fell on my butt. Let's fix that. Get Rose up in the air again. Alright, gotta figure out what I was doing in the last episode. I need to find my plow because I've got work to do. But I need to take it out of fall. And I don't know what I did with my plow. Oh, did I leave it at the first farm? I bet I did. Oh, where's the tractor? There's the plow. There's the tractor. Hiding behind the plow. Hey, Craig. Yeah, find it in the last place I looked. That's a good one. And I did. The last place I looked. There it is. Oh, there's somebody in it. Rose, go home. How you doing, Craig? All right. I'm actually not ready for this because I want to keep the cover on the ground through the winter. I don't want to plow it now. It's late autumn. We're going into winter. I won't be able to plant till next spring, so I want to leave the cover on. Hey, Scorp, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. Family's doing fine. Addie started her first day of school today. She's all... and it's her birthday today. I haven't had a chance to talk to her today. She got up and went to school. All right, shut this thing down and wait. Let's see. Let's get the equipment back to the farm. I don't know if it's going to fit or not, but we'll try. Close enough for government work. All right. Okay, so let's move into winter, I guess. Yeah, I'll tell her you said so. I'll make her watch the video. Your ears are ringing. So, for those of you that are wondering where I was at last week, I was here. I just didn't feel good. I wasn't feeling like doing anything. So, and I wasn't going to do anything this week either until Andy sent me a comment asking me if I was still alive. He was worried about me because I wasn't on at all last week. Yeah, it's a long ways from Texas. It's a long way from Tipperary. All right, so we got to do this. Take us into winter. Winter has fallen and animals need more care. The ground will be frozen and you cannot work your fields. It's time for forestry and plowing snow. Plowing snow. Okay. All right, so we're in the early winter. It's 24-degree out. So it's cold. It's not moist, so there's no snow or anything. But it is cold. So kick time up a little bit. I don't have anything else to do. I don't have any animals. I can't work the ground. So we'll just wait and see what happens. It looks pretty desolate out there. Look at the grass. It's just god awful color. It just looks dead. Everything looks dead. I did put together some form of schedule. So I've got 2 rotations, one for 41, field 41, one for field 42. I don't have money to buy more crops, which are fields. I want to buy 43, 44, and 45. I'm sorry, 43, 44, and 55, but they're very expensive. 43 is almost 700,000. 44 is more than that for some reason. 657,000. 44 is 704,000, and it's $1 million for 55. So I've got a ways to go. I'm waiting for this silly corn to dry so I can make some money. And there you go. Andy. Hello, Andy. How you doing, Andy? I got that truck. There's another truck over there. Who's in this? Okay, somebody's in that. Serge is in that truck. I don't have anybody, and I can put Rose in this truck here. And then I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take me to make Jimmy Crack corn, dried corn, or whatever. I don't know what the hell it is. I think it's a slow process. Andy says everything's doing fine in his neck of the woods. Carol bought me a burger today. I just ate it before I started the live stream. And I get so upset with their sodas. And I've talked to people that just love their sodas at McDonald's and Burger King and these places. I've talked to people that just love their soda. It just tastes awful. It has very little flavor beyond water. She got me a Dr. Pepper, and I could not taste Dr. Pepper in it. It tasted like water that had a little tiny little touch of flavoring in it. So little that you couldn't tell that there was flavoring. It was like drinking ice water. It was just terrible. I took about 2 sucks out of it and said, hell with this. Put it aside and got myself a Mountain Dew. I keep telling Carol, I hope you didn't pay much for that soda, because it's terrible. She got the Dr. Pepper Burger King, and the Coke she got from McDonald's, and it wasn't any better. It's just terrible stuff. All right, let me get out of here. Do that. Do that. We are now in midwinter. Still no snow. It looks like it's going to be sunny. I haven't seen snow in these seasons yet. I haven't seen a map that had snow on it yet, so I don't know what to do. We're into winter here, so, and it's solid sun. Solid sun, and then cloudiness, and then partially sunny, and then sunny, partially. There's no way out here, but by then it's 82 degrees out. There's not going to be any snow. So what's the point of it all? I don't get it. Well, anyway. So as far as I can tell, there's really no reason to have seasons in the game. What does it do for you? You can't farm. And I'm not going to plow snow if there's no snow to plow. Disappointing. Kicks the time up again. Yeah, game is synchronizing. What? All right. Okay, sorry about that. I had a text I had to respond to. All right, so let's see. Where are we? We are in late winter. Where's my truck? There it is. And did we get everything we were supposed to get? Evidently. We're gonna go sell some of this. Oh shoot. If I can get out of here. Oh no. I forgot. Oh jeez. I forgot to put dry corn in my sell point. So I was going to do that. I forgot. Now I got to take this all the way over to a sell point. Where do I sell it? Let's see. Dry corn. 1,003, 1,200. There you go. To Valero Autumn Grain Pile. That sounds terrible. Where is it? Where is this place that they speak of? I don't see it. Well, I'm going to have to look at the map. Everything's blinking. I have no idea. Oh, it's way down south. Way down south in the land of cotton. Old times there just ain't forgotten. Look away. Look away. Look away, Dixieland. Alright, get out of the way. Stupid traffic. Dangerous man coming through. You thought I was going to hit that car, didn't you? Well, it's going to be part of the new game, so I don't know if it's going to work any different. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I don't know. But it is a little bit disappointing. There's really nothing to the game that makes it that much different. Well, I guess the stuff that I'm doing with the fields is different, but as far as the weather goes, there's no point in it. The only thing it's really doing is it's forcing you to plant the fields a little more realistically than to be able to just plant anytime you want. That's the only difference. Or telling you that you can't harvest because your crops are moist. Beyond the fact that you can't harvest during rain, now you can't harvest if the crops have moisture in them, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine, but still, is it that big a deal? Not really. All right, where do I sell this stuff? There's my green thing. Man, what happened? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Alright, let's try this again. Get a straight run on it. They don't give you much room to get on this thing. There we go. Let's see what kind of money I make. $375. I know you make more money from the dried corn, so they say, but you have to wait for it to dry, and it takes forever. Maybe I should have just sold the damn corn. Oh, I was going to show you. I did rotations. So this is field 41. This will be field 42. One of them's already been fallow. I'm not going to worry about that. Wheat, I'm going to get full yield. Canola, a little bit better than normal yield. Corn, the same. Cotton, you can do cotton on this map. We're going to get good. Then it's going to go fallow, and then we're going to do sugar beets. Why? Just because. There's no real reason. Okay, soybeans, kind of a weak crop. Barley's going to be pretty good. Canola's pretty good. Fallow. Potatoes are not bad, and then cotton. So this is going to be good. The only thing I'm going to have are the soybeans that are less than good. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do this season wheat and soybeans. So beans and wheat and beans. What did I say? I thought I said 375,000. Did I not say that? Could be. I don't know where in the hell I'm going. Up that way, I guess. Wilson Steakhouse, that's where I want to go. Did I say $375? Well, I got the 375 right, and they were dollars. So I got two things right. You can't be 100% right all the time. Two out of three ain't bad, Scorp says. How's the kids like in school, Scorpion? Yeah, Meatloaf song. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The kids would rather stay home. Yeah, I was kind of surprised because I thought you said you were going to tell, or am I mistaken? I thought you told me they were going to stay home and not go to school. Am I mistaken? Meatloaf sandwich. Always liked Meatloaf. He's in a category of his own. If you think about it, there weren't too many rock and roll operas singers. I mean, what did they say that was? They had a word for the way that he rock opera, was it? There weren't too many rock opera people. Okay, the plan was for them to go. Okay. Well, you don't have to be a fan. I mean, I don't mind some music from some of those places, but I wasn't a big fan of their all-around work. For example, like the Beatles. I like some of their songs, but I wasn't, as you say, a fan of their music. I could take it or leave it. Their later stuff I hated. The first couple of albums I thought were pretty good. The first album was good, and then the second album that had the Norwegian Wood stuff, that was okay. And then it went downhill from there, in my opinion. Yeah, I never listened to Rush. I've heard other people that were just crazy about the band Rush. I couldn't tell you. You could play me a song of theirs right now and I wouldn't know who it was. I didn't pay too much attention to them. But see, well, people my age were listening to Def Leppard and Leonard Skinner and that kind of stuff. I was still listening to Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Engelbert What's His Dink, B.W. Thomas, stuff like that. I like Creedence Clearwater. I had an 8-track of them, and I wore that sucker out. I think I bought that album 4 or 5 times because I'd wear the 8-tracks out and have to replace it. All right, so this isn't doing me any good. I'm gonna have to speed time up again and get out of winter. Winter, winter. I liked Kansas. Toto was pretty good. Some of Toto was okay. Electric Light Orchestra, the Moody Blues. That's some of the stuff I liked. But I also liked Anne Murray and Gordon Lightfoot, Neil Diamond. But I liked some country stuff too. I liked Charlie Pride, Charlie Rich. But I listened to Charlie Rich before he went country. Charlie Rich started out as rock and roll. Yeah, ZZ Top. I like ZZ Top. One of the singers from ZZ Top died a couple weeks ago. I see in the news. In the news. We're in the news. It's still going. All right, we are now in early spring. Spring has sprung. And it's still a little chilly, though. So let's see. I'm going to do the wheat. The wheat can be done. The wheat can be done now as long as the temperature comes up. So I'm going to start plowing. The fields. AC/DC. I never listened to AC/DC. That's another band that if you played something, I wouldn't be able to tell you who they were. I actually did not listen to a lot of hard rock and roll. I didn't like it. We called it acid rock. I don't know what the hell they call it now. But I didn't like any of that stuff. They had the one-armed drummer or a one-leg man trying to kick his own ass. All right, now I did check. This does need to be plowed. If you look at it, it says needs plowing. The pH level is okay. It's not. It's sandy loam. So what did he use besides his hand? What else is long and hard? I mean, stick. I mean, never mind. That was terrible, awful. That's just terrible. Can't keep this thing going straight. I might have to use the the GPS. So I used to listen to music that I could really sit and listen. And I would listen to music over and over and over. And each time I listened to it, I would pick an instrument out and listen to it, try and tune everything else out and listen to that instrument. Well, with some of that acid rock or whatever you want to call it, that hard rock, to me it just sounded like they were just banging on the guitar, just banging on it. It just didn't sound like music to me. I couldn't see any talent in it. And then of course you watch them taking their guitars and busting them up on the stage, and just geez, what's that all about? Be watching Liberace take a sledgehammer to his piano at the end of a concert or something. I don't know what was the point of that. He had two arms in the early stuff. That'd be a tough job to do with only one arm, a drummer. Bought a Trans Am and couldn't handle the power. Are you still talking about this drummer that had one hand? But you know what? I can actually sympathize with that. When I was at the bank, I had to repossess a Corvette, and it was one of these Corvettes that had the huge 400 engine in it, and whatever Chevy had, 454 I think, whatever they had for some of those hot rods. But anyway, I had to repossess a damn thing, and in some models in that time period, it felt like you were laying down in it. When you got in the seat, you were in like a cockpit kind of, right? And it felt like you were laying down in the car driving. You couldn't see anything out of them. And I went to take off, and there was so much power, the damn thing was all over the road. It scared the hell out of me. It really did. And all I did was drive it from the guy's house back to the bank, and I was scared to death. It was way almost out of control. Plus the fact it felt like I was laying down in it. I couldn't see anything. It was terrible. I didn't like it at all. The older Corvettes were pretty nice. I almost bought one of those. I had the opportunity to buy like a 66 Corvette. Was a convertible. And the only reason I didn't is because in my mind I thought, you can't afford a Corvette. The interesting thing is, the car that I bought instead cost me more money. And somebody said, I thought you said you couldn't afford the Vet, but you bought something worth more money. And I said, well, that's true. But it wasn't the cost of the Vet that scared me off. It was the cost of the insurance that scared me off. And the maintenance. And the maintenance wasn't too bad. It was a pretty decent car, but the insurance would scare anybody off. How? What was he doing under the car? You're typing and spelling. I didn't know you did type. All right. Let's turn on the GPS. And did I put something together? I did. All right. And all right, it goes off crazy. Why does it do that off to an angle like that? Huh. All right, this is the lengthways. Let me turn that off. Let me see if I can actually hire a worker here. All right. I hired myself to do this, it looks like. Oh, wait a minute. He got killed? Am I hearing two different stories here? Because we were talking about a drummer that just lost his arm. Oh, I see. Craig's talking about somebody trying to steal something from a BM. I got you. He flipped the car. Okay, if he flipped the car, we're back to the drummer now, right? Yeah, I know. Thanks, Scorp. I know that's what it is. I just don't like it. So I'm thinking that I might be able to fix it if I redo the course for the GPS, but I'm not sure. I know you guys are. You guys type too fast for me. I'm trying to farm here, and you want me to sit and read the chat. To hell. I watch other YouTubers, and very few of them ever read the damn chat. Yep. All right, while he's doing that, I've got enough money to buy that other field. But let me check on the corn and see how we're doing. Did I get it all? I got it all. Okay. Tell you what, though, I'm getting tired of driving all the way down there. Can you guys close your eyes for just a minute? Don't look, Ethel. That was close. He learned the lesson too late. Well, actually, I'm thinking if it killed him, he didn't learn the lesson at all. I'm thinking I missed a turn here. What the hell? I'm thinking that when he gets to the pearly gates and St. Peter asks him, "What'd you die of?" he's going to have to say stupidity. There's a lot of people died of stupidity. All right, how did I get around to the back there? Isn't that where I had to be? How'd I get back there? That's odd. I've lost myself. Oh, the price is going up. Look at that. Yeah, that's where I have to be. There's a fence around there. How in the hell did I get back there? This is weird. Is there a gate that I'm missing that's only open certain times of the day? Because how did I get back there before? This is weird. Am I losing it? How did I get over there? There's this fence goes all the way down. I don't remember there being a fence there. Oh, you know what? Talking about that. Here's something that's really freaked me out. This really freaked me out. I was watching a video about the old-time French, where they used a guillotine to chop people's heads off, you know. And in the studies that they have done, they have found out that when you guillotine somebody's head off, it happens so fast that it takes your brain 12 seconds to die. So in that 12 seconds, the person is still able to see and think. And they say that there has been people that have had their guillotine their head off and their head in the basket, and their eyes are moving around, and like one of the studies said that they actually yelled the guy's name and his eyes turned towards them, like he could hear them for 12 seconds. Isn't that? Oh my God, that just grossed me out. All right, I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I wonder if that fence goes away at certain times of the day. That fence was not there. I swear that fence was not there. What time of day is it anyway? It's 10 o'clock in the afternoon. Or in the morning, I mean. Hey, Philip. How you doing? All right, so we've got $1 million. We've got enough to buy that bigger field. But I don't know if I want to buy the bigger field. Let's get the truck home. Don't look. Nobody look. I hear geese. Duck! Oh no, it's not duck. They're geese. Duck! Let me see if I had anything in this one. Nope, this one's empty. See if I have any more corn, because I was making, doing okay on the corn, I guess. Philip says he's doing good. That's good to hear. Glad to hear you're doing well, Philip. What's new in your neck of the woods? Anything? I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I think. Alright, there's the dryer. Let's see if I have anything left in that dryer. I do. And I'm waiting for it to cook, I think. Alright, so it just takes time, I suppose. Let's check this one. Alright, I got more in this one. I need to check and make sure I've got enough propane. Maybe I should do that. Here, hang on. Control G, was it? RQ bin. Let's see, RQ bin. That's that one. RQ bin site. Okay. And open that up. Corn dryer. I'm out of propane. Okay, so I got to get propane. So let's buy it. How much is that going to cost me? $17,000. Holy cromoly! All right, fine. All right, so then that's roadkill bin site. That's the other one. And it's got propane, but there's no corn in it. Okay. And then the other bin was up here, and it's got nothing in it, but oh, it has a ton of propane. Oh well. Well, we're fine. All right. Get some more corn out of this one, I guess. A little bit. And then, let's go back to the proper tar. Now, question. I have enough money to buy the big field, but do I buy the big field or try to do the little ones first? I can't do... Okay, that one is, say, 6.5, and that one is 7. So say the other one was 7. That's $1,400,000. I have enough to buy these two or this one. Should I buy the 2 or the 1? Da 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 da. Just say 1 or 2. Da 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 da. I'm waiting. Scorpion says 2. I was leaning towards the 2 because that way I can have 2 different crops. 5. Oh, you asshole. Pardon my French. 2, Andy says. Okay. That's what I was leaning towards. Anybody else? If not, I'm going with 2. Craig says 2. That's good enough for me. All right, so, yeah, let's do that. We'll buy 4.5. Buy the land. 4.5. Buy the land. All right, after the next harvest, I should be able to buy these 2. So, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, instead of, this one was Well, shoot. I don't know what to do now. All right. Okay, fine. Is this thing still loading? No, it's not. Okay. All right, I got to do this now. Let's see. We got wheat, soybeans, and let's find something with a good 95. I'm not getting any decent. I'm not doing poplars. No, no, no. Okay. The corn is the top I can get. Let's go with that. And then cotton, canola, barley, cotton, corn, canola. Let's leave that fallow. Cotton, fallow, wheat. Wheat looks good. All of those are going to be good. All right, let's go back to the wheat. Let's do some oats just for something different. We got fallow, potatoes, and canola. Okay. And we got sugar beets, cotton, and corn. We've already got corn. We've already got... Let's go with barley. Over here. Wheat, soybeans, corn. All right. Wheat, soybean, corn, canola. Let's do that. Canola, barley, cotton, fallow. Corn, canola. Corn, canola. Cotton. Cotton, fallow, oats. Let's do some sunflower seeds. We haven't done that. Fallow, potatoes, canola. Yeah, I would do corn. Sugar beets, cotton, barley. And then let's do some kind of... soybeans. We'll go with poplars. No, hell no. Canola. Sugar beets, cotton, barley, canola. We'll go with the canola. All right, that's good enough for me. Now I got to get back to work. What did I miss? Hey, Dennis, how you doing? You're doing well. I am doing well as well. And thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're doing good, Dennis. It's always good to hear from you. And I think I am going to lease... I'm going to lease another tractor and plow so I can get this work done. Let's do one of these quad tracks. And we're going to do a hitch only 30-inch track. I don't care if it's got a 30-inch track or not. Quad track 470, global positioning, and we're going to do quad track 620, the 20-year case. I like this design. It's a good design, and we are going to lease it. And then I need to get another plow because I'm going to plow these. And we're going to lease that. All right. So let's see who is not working. Scorpion's not working. Let's get him out of here. And then I can't remember. There we go. All right. Scorpion gets to drive the new tractor. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Smokey. So I've got I got different people in now. I need to. Somebody asked me. Well, Andy was worried about me because I didn't show up last week. I was here. I just didn't want to live stream, and so I didn't. I kind of was feeling. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to do it, and I just said hell with it. I felt that way this week too, but then I got to thinking about, I just decided, okay, fine, I better come in. I don't know what those signs on the side of the road are for, but I don't know if I can even take them out. By hitting them, I mean. Damn articulated tractors. Around the field we go. This is a weird field right here. I don't know why you'd put trees right in the middle of your field. I mean, what's the point of those trees right there? It's not like there's buildings there or anything. Or is there a pond there? I can't tell. Oh, there is buildings there. Never mind. Why would you put a fence in here? Look what they've done. And I can't drive through it. Nope, can't drive through it. All right, how's this going to work? What's the difference? You got me. I didn't see any difference. Unless you're talking about, we have different signage on the back there. See where the triangle is? Those bars are the US version. I can't remember what the UK version looks like. That might be a difference. Let's look. Tractors. I wish I could slide like you used to be able to, Now you got to just click, 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 click like a pain in the butt. What do people do that have arthritis? All right, okay, there's the European version right there. See the bar? If you go to the US, it changes the bar. That's the difference right there. There you go. That's what I thought it was. Silliness, isn't it? Why are we cheering Scorpion? I get the enjoy the new tractor. Oh yeah, there you go. The new tractor smell. Oh, I was watching a video. You guys know who Ryan Reynolds is? Some Canadian dude. Anyway, he's made movies. He was making a movie with Selma Hayek. You know who Selma Hayek is? And he made the comment, Selma Hayek farts a lot, he said. During the movie, I guess. Well, she is Mexican. They eat a lot of beans. But then again, they're not the only ones. I grew up on beans and potatoes. I mean, 13 kids in the family, we ate a lot of beans and potatoes. Potatoes were cheap. I know a lot of people that changed they don't grow potatoes anymore because you can buy potatoes pretty cheap. They're growing tomatoes instead because tomatoes are selling for gold. Yeah, Selma Hayek, she's a looker. And she doesn't age. She looks just as good now as she did when she was young. Actually, I don't really think I need to plow this, but I'm going to. I want to make sure it stays on this field and not jump the field on me. Yeah, I like baked beans as well. She's bouncy. She's bouncy now too. Okay, I missed that one. I don't know what that means. I thought she was always kind of bouncy. You mean like Tigger jumping down? Oh my God! How'd that guy get in my field? Scorpion, what are you doing? This is me. What? Wait a minute. Stop. What is going on? How did he jump fields? I guess I can leave that down. Got high on the new tractor smell. No, it wasn't you. It was me. How in the hell did he jump fields? Why did he jump fields? Huh. That's weird. Weird. It's like he just flipped a U-ey and decided I'm going that way. That's crazy. Well, let's see if he can finish this out. That was weird. I blamed it on Scorpion without even thinking. It just was natural. I'm having trouble with Red Dead Redemption again. People were asking me when I was going to live stream it again, and so I thought, okay, I'm going to start playing it a little bit to see, you know, what's going on in it and that kind of thing. And I'll be goddamned if I log on and within 5 minutes somebody is hacking me. And, you know, and I'm blowing up sky high and flying through the air with my ass on fire, and it's just ridiculous. So, when Wayne and I play, we play on the Xbox, and I've got one Xbox account, and I've got one PlayStation account. On the PlayStation, I have I think 3 or 4 different characters that I can play. But I don't live stream from the Xbox or the PlayStation. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how to live stream from the PlayStation or the Xbox. I'm sure I could probably figure it out if I wanted to. But that means I'm not able to use my decent equipment. So, I don't know what to do. Anyway, there's no way I could live stream from the PC if I'm getting hacked all the time. And it's just ridiculous. Now, Rockstar's trying to take care of it, but what they're doing is they're going after the people that make the program. And they have pretty much stopped those people. But that doesn't do anything for the people that already own the program, from the people that were selling the program that let them hack. The people were writing script and stuff and making a program that they sold to players that would let them hack. And they stopped them from doing that. But there's already a ton of people that already own the program. So that didn't stop them. All right, should I go that way or should I go lengthways? I think I'm gonna go, I don't know, let me go lengthways, I think, to start with. We'll start in this corner, worry about the other end when we get there. Meatloaf sandwich, eh? Alright, let me do one more run this way. So I've got turning around room. But it's very frustrating when people do that. It happened this morning. I went on this morning because I want to keep my characters alive. So what you do is you go in and you do daily quest lines. And you only have to do 1 or 2. But before I could even do 1 or 2, somebody was hacking my camp and my tent was blowing up. My horse was flying through the air and then dropping and dying. And, you know, it just ridiculous. I just don't see how that's any fun. What's the fun in that? Doing that to people? I can't imagine doing it. I really can't. I can't imagine logging onto the game, going to somebody's game that I don't know, and blowing them up and laughing and blowing up their horse and laughing. And what is that? What's the fun in that? I don't get it. I just don't. I think it comes down to, like, what the hell's wrong with people? Seriously, what's wrong with them that they think that's funny? Or that it's fun. Why don't they just play the game? That's fun. Ruining somebody else's game is not fun. It's just cruel. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Back in my day, I used to say the same thing about people that would walk through a parking lot and, you know, cars used to have hood ornaments on them. and trucks. I don't know if you remember that. Cars used to have antennas on them. Okay, now the antenna is built into the glass of usually the back window, and then later than that, cars have this little solid looking antenna. It's for FM radio and stuff. So cars don't have what they used to call an aerial, which was a piece of wire that came out of the car and allowed you to get a radio station. All right, I'm going to stop this guy and do another run this way. Anyway, I used to think the same thing back in the old days when people would walk through a parking lot and break all those antennas off the cars. What fun is that? Woo-hoo! Look what I did. I destroyed somebody else's property. And then, if they didn't do that, they would break the hood ornaments off the cars. And if they didn't do that, they would take a nail, because they were probably too poor to have their own car, so they didn't have a car key. They called it keying cars. But I'm thinking that the people would do that aren't even able to hold a job down and buy a car. So the only thing they could do is pick up a rock or a nail and walk along the car and just scrape a big, scar on the side of the car and then laugh like hell that was really funny. Yeah, the same people like to go boom. I like the Rolls Royce. They had the retractable hood ornament. Yeah. A lot of them had hood ornaments that weren't solidly hooked to the hood. They had a cable that went down into them, and it had a spring on it, so that if you accidentally hit the hood ornament, it would bend and then snap right back up into position. But I just never understood why somebody would do that. I can't imagine myself doing that ever. Destroying somebody's property for no reason and then thinking it was funny. Someone has keyed my car. Bastards. Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, let's put it in perspective. Let's say you're walking through a car lot and there's somebody's car in there and you know them and you hate their guts. You'd like to see them gone. And you key their car. And why did you do that? Well, because this guy is my neighbor and he throws his garbage over into my yard and I have to pick it up every week. And he poisoned my dog, and he kicks my cat when my cat's around. Okay, so you hate this guy because he's destroying your house. So you feel, I'm going to key his car, that'll teach him. I can almost understand that. But the people that go through the car lot and key your car, they don't know you. They don't have anything against you. They won't even see the expression on your face when you find it. They'll just go home laughing like, not even knowing what the consequences should be. That's what I don't understand. I really don't understand it. I got to go check on myself here, because I've stopped working. Why is that? All right. I'm going to go across this way. I guess it takes all kinds of people to make a world. It's too bad there's so many of them. I watch these. I watch, or well, I don't normally, but I've recently been watching a lot of stories on true crime and people that commit murder, and sometimes the reason they commit murder, like one guy killed his wife and buried her in the yard, and he actually shot the wife while his 3-year-old son was in the room watching him. And the little kid, 3 years old, told the police he saw daddy kill mommy. And they said, how? He shot him. He shot her. And they said, where? And he points to his belly. And then later, as the kid got older, he would say, every once in a while, he'd say, and then he got to the point where he couldn't remember that happening. And then when he was, so when he got older, he inherited the house from his parents, and the mother was never found. They claimed that the mother ran away with somebody or some kind of a thing, and they just disregarded the kid. And the woman's parents didn't believe the kid. They thought he was just making shit up, right? Because their son-in-law couldn't have done something like that. Well, years later, the kid inherited the house, and one day, him and a friend, he called a friend over because he wanted to. He was going to build a new shed, and he wanted to dig up the garden and gravel it up and make it solid to put a building on. And he asked a friend to come over, and they found a skeleton. It happened to be his mom. And so they convicted the father, as murdering the mother. And they said, well, the kid was right all along. And they found out that she was shot in a pelvis area. So even the kid was at 3 years old was even right about, where the mom had been shot. And even after this guy was convicted, the parents of the woman that got shot still said that they didn't believe that he did it. Weird. People are weird. Anyway, guess why? Guess why he killed his wife? He was abusive to her, and she was going to leave him. So he killed her. Crazy. Yeah, sometimes you got to wonder how people are wired. A lot of strange people out there, tell you what. Yeah, there's a couple of YouTubers that I watch that do true crime stuff. I kind of like the one girl that does it that I watch because she does what they call vintage stuff. She does things that are at least 20 to 30-year-old cases, and it's I don't know, it's kind of interesting how they go about finding stuff that's that old. This particular story, obviously, the kid was 3 years old, and he was like in his 40s or 50s when he decided to dig the house up. The funny part, well, I guess not funny, but unusual part, was that he couldn't remember. After a certain age, he had no memory of that, of his mom dying. And people would say, yeah, you used to tell us that. And he couldn't remember even telling anybody else about it. He did a lot of time in prison from telling stories. Matthew Cox, I'll have to look at him. There's a guy I watch called Mr. Baldwin. He's a former Navy SEAL that tells. It's not always true crime. It's unusual stories. Sometimes it has to do with crime. One of them is kind of interesting, where he tells stories about like 5 places that people aren't allowed to go, and stories of people that went there anyway. And so it'd be like, never dive in this area because people die here for whatever reason. There's into this cave, but yet people still do it. Those kind of stories. Then he's got another series that he does that is a photograph, and then there's a story that leads up to the photograph. And so he tells you the story, and then he shows you the photograph. So it'd be like somebody getting killed that took a photograph just seconds before they were murdered, or seconds before they fell off a cliff, or, whatever. I don't know why. It's morbid as all hell. But there's nothing on TV to watch, so. Well, mortgage fraud. Well, if he was frauding people out of money, I guess he is a pretty good storyteller. All right, hang on. I need to do another run here. Let's do another run. I haven't decided whether I like the quad track better than the Steiger. What do you think, Scorp? You use both of them. What's your preference? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a few stories like that too. Now, these are things that I listen to while I'm playing games. So Carol want to know if I want to go watch a movie or something. I said, well, it depends. If it's late in the evening and I'm tired, I don't want to start a movie because I can't give it my full attention if I'm tired. Well, it's the same way if I'm playing a game or something. I don't want to watch a movie that I want to sit and enjoy the movie, but I'll sit and watch something that only I have to listen to, and if I miss a little something, it isn't going to hurt anything. So in other words, it's not something I'm 100% tied into at the time. It's just some background, something I'll listen to. You use both. I don't know if I can't say that I like one over the other. I like the Steiger, and I like and the modeling is good. The details are really good on these particular models that I've got. But talking about mods, I fixed the mod. Scorpion and I got together, and I told him I was having a problem, and he helped me work it out on the seeders. The John Deere seeders that I use and I enjoy so much did not have the capability. Let me show you. There's corn. Look way down in the lower right-hand corner, and you'll see me going through the different fruits that I can plant. There's corn, there's sunflowers, there's sugar beets. I did not have radish in here. The oilseed radish was not in here, and so I could not plant that. The other problem with it was that the mod was written so that if you wanted to add something, like let's say it didn't do corn, and I wanted to add corn, I would have to go into the mod and add corn to the list of things that it would plant. Okay, so corn's pretty simple because it can either be listed in the game as corn or maize, and all you have to figure out which one it is in this particular map. On the next map it might be maize. On this map it might be corn. Now that's easy. But oilseed radish, is it oil space seed space radish? Is it oil space seed? Is it oil seed, one word? Is it radish, one word? Is it oil radish? You have to figure out how they have it in the game to be able to add it. And I was having trouble with that because I wanted to plant oilseed. Well, Scorpion found a script that is very simple to put in, and what it does is it goes into the map itself, which is also a mod, and it tells the seeder or planter to just plant whatever is on the map. So what that means is anything that you see that can be seeded on the map, like here, wheat, barley, the canola, the oats, sunflower seeds, whatever's in here, including specialty crops, it will let you plant. So let's say this map has 5 crops on it. That script will let you seed those 5 crops because it looks on the mod and sees what crops are there. Let's say this map is a new map and it has 10 different crops. That script will say that it can plant whatever those crops are. So whatever crops are available on the map, it will let it, and you don't have to go in and remod it for every map you play. Now that being said, I don't know if you guys are using my mods, but if you're a patron, I updated all the John Deeres. I updated the jumbo truck over there. I updated the Great Plains seeder, and they're all on the OneDrive. So if you're interested in any of those seeders, I also remodded the quicker picker upper because I only had you have a choice of the regular picker upper or the extended bin, and I had one of them set to disregard mass, but the other one was not. Well, I fixed that, and it's also been fixed on the OneDrive. So there you go. Just a little mod talk there. All right, so let's finish this field up here. Yeah, Inception. Inception's one of those movies where if you half-ass watch it, you don't know what the hell's going on. Because even if you put 100% of your brain power in it, you have a hard time knowing what the hell it's all about. I'm not a big fan of Caprio. He's okay. I mean, they say that he grew up to be a pretty good actor, and he probably did. But I didn't really care for, you know, his not his acting, um, but some of the movies that he played. Okay, I got to figure out what that other guy's doing. What's Scorpion doing? What are you doing, Scorp? Okay, uh, yeah, he's trying to do his thing, but he's stuck. All right, so is that side done? No, it's not. I'm gonna move you over here, Scorp. Have you finish this part up? All right, let's see what's the best way to do this. Kill the trees. Kill the trees. Kill the trees. I've seen it, but it's been a long time. And to be honest with you, I don't think I could tell you what it was about. I just remember watching it and thinking, Jesus, what the what's this movie about? It was wild. I know that. Pretty damn wild. You know how when okay, how am I going to put this? Let's say you are on a job where you talk to somebody on the phone every day, and let's say you're a young man and you're talking to a woman, or a girl, a lady, a young lady, and they have a beautiful voice, and you become infatuated with this person over the phone because they sound so lovely, and maybe you're flirting on the phone when you have to talk to them, and then 10 years later you meet them and find out they're an 88-year-old woman that sits with warts all over her face and nose the size of Chicago, and spits tobacco in a jar, and you're so disappointed. Okay, here's another one. You're driving down the street and you see this girl walking, and oh my God, she's got a rear end that you'd pay money to see. And you're driving by with your tongue out of your mouth, and then when you get to where you can see, and they turn and look at you, and it's a guy, and you about throw up. I mean, okay, it's like that when it comes to actors and celebrities. You're better off not knowing what they're like in real life, and I'm thinking in 99% of the cases, because when you find out about how some people really are in real life, and they're nothing like the characters that they play in movies and TV that you're enamored with, it's disappointing. And some of these actors, like Robert De Niro, they say how great an actor he is. I've seen him many times as himself, and I can tell you, he's as dumb as a stump, for one thing, and he's not a nice man. He is a literal butthead. And it ruined anything I ever saw him in. I didn't care to watch any more of his movies. All right, let him go. Scorpion can handle it. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. I put myself under direction here. A guy named Chuck that lives in his parents' bedroom. His grandma's bedroom. Yeah. You mean the guy on the girl that you thought was on the phone? Right. That has happened to people. You know, they get. That's why I don't understand these people that meet somebody online and run off to be married, or, you know, quit their job and drive across country to marry the person and that they don't even know and they've never met. I don't understand that. It's like, are you nuts? You have no idea who that person is. Well, yeah, I talk to her every day. You know, she's a wonderful person. You don't know that. You know absolutely nothing about them. Why do you think I don't use a stupid camera? You guys, there's nobody on here but us. There's only, I can tell, there's only, from what I can tell, there's only 5 of us. That would be Andy, Scorpion, myself, let's see, maybe Craig. That's 4. I don't know who the 5th person is because they're not talking. Yeah, it was a wise choice. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the main reason. I don't want anybody to know that I'm almost 70 years old. That's why. That's why. And the reason I'm saying that is because I think all of you know that I'm not 35 years old. Majority of the people that watch me think I'm in my 30s. And I leave it that way. I think I mentioned it at one point, and I got discriminated against. So people don't like old people, I guess. So anyway, that's why I don't use a camera, because 90% of the people that watch me think I'm a 35-year-old guy, and you know, if I throw a camera on there, they're going to say, okay, well, the jokes aside, bring your son out. The jokes aside, bring your grandson back out. We want to see the rude man. Well, you know, to be completely honest with you, I don't look my age. I know people in their 40s that look older than me. I've always looked young. Even when I was in my 20s and 30s, I grew a beard to look older. I always have looked young. And I just got back from a family reunion where I'm in the middle of the age group. And of the boys of my brothers. Let's see. There's Jim, Jack, me, Gino, Newt, David. There's 7 of us boys. The youngest one is about at least 11, maybe 12 years younger than me, and I look younger than he does. So when we put all 7 of us against the wall and took a picture, I'm the youngest looking of them all, and I'm right in the middle. As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit higher on the age group than middle. There's 2 brothers older than me, and the other of the 7 are younger than me. Yeah, I look the youngest. I had to laugh because my foster mom called me and asked me how the reunion went. And I said, oh, pretty good. And she, how's such and such doing? Oh, he's doing fine. And who all was there? And I told her. And she said, so, are you still the one that looks the youngest? And then she laughed. And I said, yeah. I said, I also have all my teeth. I still have all my own teeth. I gotta go check on Scorpion, see how he's doing. He's done. All right. Good job, Scorp. Uh-oh, I see a fence in front of me. And I'm going the wrong way anyway. Those are my fields over there. Oh my God, do I have crops on those fields? You know what? I didn't even look. It's got wheat growing on it. Oh, sweet. I don't even have to do anything. All right, what about the other field? All right, nope, I have to do something with this one. All right, so we got to work this one, but if I get another $1 million, then I can get this one. It's got wheat growing on it as well. Daniel Kohler, isn't that the name of the place that makes toilets and sinks? Kohler. Matter of fact, I think that's what brand mine is. I just had to replace the innards of my downstairs toilet. All right, who was I moving over there? Scorpion. So I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna unleash this because I don't need it anymore. Sorry, Scorp. You lost your ride. Alrighty, let's turn that in, I guess. Go to the garage, leased items. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright, and then get back to here. Are you being serious? It wasn't hard. The hardest part was finding the parts because, as I said, I had I think it's a Kohler, is the brand name that I have, and I went to get the parts, and they're all made for a front mount plunger. And the Kohler the the tank is shaped weird. It's not rectangular. It's got angled ends on it, and so the plunger is on the end of the toilet, which means that as it goes into the toilet tank, it's at like a 30-degree angle. So most of the plungers are plungers made to be on the front of the tank, and they're at 90 degrees, So I had to find one that was, specifically made for that side mount tank, which was fine. It wasn't that hard to do, but it just took a little digging through the choices. Okay, so you want to hear how stupid I am? I only said that comment about my age because there's only 4 or 5 of us in here. If I put this online, anybody that wants to see it can see it. It makes me laugh because I laugh at my daughter, who will put something on Facebook and then wonder how everybody knows about it. It really is a mystery to her how anybody ever found out what she said. I said, "Are you kidding? You just put it up for the world to see." Oh, well, I can't worry about it now. I'm not that worried about it because my channel's dying anyway. One of these days you're not going to hear from me anymore. So it doesn't matter. Hey, I don't know how you couldn't, because Rude Man 53. What's the 53 mean? Well, wait a minute. Is that your birth date? Even if they thought it was my age, that would be close or closer than what they think. All right, I got to figure out how I'm going to get into that corner there. Actually, I don't have to. I mean, if a little patch of the field isn't plowed, it ain't gonna make no difference. The majority's plowed. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. You know what I've been wanting to do lately? I want to. I said this already. Never mind. I said it in a live stream. I want to watch Farscape again. I haven't seen it since it came out. When was that? In the 80s or 90s? I can't remember. You act dumb so you don't have to do it. That's like that guy that had the fake hearing aids that I knew, so that his wife thought he was deaf, and he would just say, "Sorry, but these things are hurting my ears. I have to take them off so I won't be able to hear what you're saying." And so his wife shuts up, doesn't talk to him anymore, because she thinks he's deaf. Now this was a second marriage for both of them, so they didn't know each other. that well. And ever since she knew him, she knew that he had hearing aids because he was, pretending he couldn't hear for whatever reason. He has a degree in beerology. He's a beerologist. That could be a thing. I think I'm stuck in the corner here. Yeah, I powered my way out. Uh-oh. Straighten up, fly right. Yeah, I've been watching the big bugaboo. There's a big bugaboo now going on with Twitch, and some of their biggest Twitchers. How would you call them? I mean, you could call us YouTubers, but what do you call Twitch people? Twitchers? Anyway, some of their biggest Twitchers are moving to YouTube, even though they're losing more than half of their people, because there's a lot of people that don't watch live streams on YouTube. They mostly watch Twitch. And so these guys that have millions of viewers are losing a good share of their viewers by leaving Twitch, but they're fed up with Twitch. And they're finding out that they're getting burned out from streaming. One guy in particular that I was watching that just moved over, and one of their biggest streamers just up and quit because he was fed up with Twitch. And he said that he feels so much better because with YouTube he can spend so much more time with his family. On Twitch, where they've made all their money, but that they had to live stream like 24 hours a day, and they're burned out, and they don't even know what their kids look like. Oh shoot, look at that, I'm climbing the fence. Anyway, I guess there's a lot of them, and it all started with Dr. what's his name, Dr. Disappointed or whatever. I don't know what his name is. Dr. Disrespect, I think his name was. He got banned from Twitch, and they said it was because he was breaking their policy. I guess that's not it, because he's suing them for all the income that he lost. Because they banned him for no particular reason. They banned him for life. And they never really told him why. They just said it was because he broke policy. And he kept asking, what policy did I break? Well, they don't have to tell you, I guess. He broke the bank policy. I don't know what the hell he did. I don't watch him. I don't know what he does. Dr. Disrespect, I think that's his name. It'd probably be something Scorpion would watch, but yeah, he's not anybody that I've watched, but and there's another guy that just got banned this last week, and I saw him. He was crying, begging them to please tell him why he was banned. He said, if you just tell me why I was banned, I'll completely destroy all those videos. What did I do? What did I say? I'll take them off. And they said they won't tell him what he did. Just banned him. Now again, it's another guy I would never watch. He was kind of didn't do anything that I would watch ever, but anyway. Everything comes to an end. I told people a long time ago, I watched these people, these YouTubers that quit a decent job to do YouTube. And I said, you're crazy. You better put 90% of it away because this isn't going to last forever. And then you're going to wish you had your job back. Well, I almost got all my fields done. I just have this one left to do. And then it's early spring. Right now, it is warm enough for me to seed wheat, but I think I'm going to wait until the next leg of spring. I'll wait till mid-spring to seed. And then we'll get on with the planting. Anybody seen Southern Lady? I see Southern Lady's kind of copied my routine. I thought it was pretty funny. She had a deal out where she was live streaming, and she's live streaming the Southern Lady way instead of the Rude Man way. And I just smiled and laughed. That was pretty funny. But I haven't seen her come in. Hope she's okay. All right. Well, on that note, you saw that? Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. On that note, I think I'm going to end the stream here, and hopefully I'll see you again on Thursday. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Have fun playing a game, this one, any other game, doesn't matter. And I'll see you on Thursday. Ta-ta for now.